All right, let me start out by saying on this one, you can try it at home, but people may laugh at you for doing this. It will probably hold for the life of the vehicle. As long as you don't wreck the car, it's probably never going to be an issue, and nobody would know the difference. So I'm going to preface it with that and say this is not the right way to do it. The video previous to this, that's the right way to do it with a welder. This is if you don't have a welder, you really want to work on your own car. You're like, I'm not spending thousands of dollars on my $1,000 car to make it look good. I want to do this shit myself. Well, you came to the right place. That's what I show you here. Be able to do this stuff in your junky little garage with a little air compressor, some cheap tools. I mean, not all my tools are cheap, but you can get it done with cheap tools, and you can make it look good. You don't have to bring it to a shop. You don't have to just make your... So if you're new to the channel, this is what happens when I start talking. She knows that I'm on camera and she wants to be on camera. So she comes around and makes a lot of noise. Yeah, she's going to sit right in the window and make noise. But anyway, so this is not the exact right way to do it. But will it get the final product that you want? Yes. So this is what I'm going to show you. It's going to be a fairly quick video because it's not the right way to do it. So I will put you on my head now. Well, yeah, gosh damn it. So I'm using my coupe hood as, and we'll get more videos of this soon. I've been kind of procrastinating on it, but in the meantime, in between time, in videos, I've been doing body work on the hood, so, which has kind of been a big task. And my fucking garage door fell. I hate this fucking house. I like it more compared to the, I mean, obviously compared to an apartment. I've actually got a garage, so I can't complain too much, but this thing's been a death trap. The wire snapped one time, about got me. Spring snapped one time, about got me. The whole thing fell today, fell on the roof where I had damn near got the bodywork straight. So now I've got more wiping to do on it. So that's a whole nother video trying to put that back up in and of itself. But you can do this stuff in your garage. You can do it cheap. I'm going to be using some $25 Bondo, and the tools that I'm using, you can use cheaper versions of them and still get this done. So you're going on my head now. With the power of magic and the power of editing, you're going on my head. Push! The power of editing kind of gets me a little woozy sometimes. But now you're on my head, and we're getting to work. I'm working. And you're working too. So I'm gonna rough that up with a DA. There's no need in doing it super coarse. So I'm trying to be careful with this hood since I have been working on it. I don't want to just throw it around. So I'm just roughing it up to get the Bondo to have something to stick to. Alright, Bondo has something to adhere to. Now, I need to make, where is my, ooh, we may be doing this freehand. That's what fate has chosen. It has chosen freehand. Excuse me. So, even more sloppy, you don't even have to mark this shit out. Just get to cutting. Alright, that's about... we can favor a little on the long side. I sure as shit not want to come up short. And I come up and short in the bedroom, but not here, not here! Doesn't have to be straight, doesn't have to be pretty. That's probably hot. I'm not dumb enough to touch that. I've learned my lesson. Once you burn yourself on a piece of metal that you've welded or ground a few times, you say, all right, I'm not fucking doing that shit anymore. So get the burrs off so it'll lay flat. Grind it a little bit to get the Bondo something to adhere to. Don't cut yourself. Don't grind yourself. Wear safety glasses. I'm definitely wearing them right now. You can't see me right now, but they're definitely on there for sure. Why would I lie about something like that? That would be irresponsible. I'd never do that. Sickens me. It's like you hear me screaming and laying sideways on the ground. Ah, my eyes! Alright. This is scuffed up. This is going to stick. Bondo's going to stick to it. Alright, so we need to get some Bonder. Where's my board at? I got it ready for this video. You can even recycle your Bondo spreaders. Since we're going to be wiping it thick, this broken ass line doesn't really matter. Warped spreader in this case doesn't matter. If I was doing a final wipe, I would not want to use a crooked spreader, but for this case, it will be just fine. This is so stupid. You really don't need to do it this way. It's gonna, see, here's the thing. It's gonna work, and I'm gonna have a side-by-side by the one I did it right and the one I did it this way, and you're gonna be like, but I can't tell a difference. I know. So it's like, it's hard not to condone this way, because it's like, I did 2.5 hours worth of fucking editing for a 37-minute video, and I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna look the exact same in a fucking quarter of the time. But this isn't the right way to do it. But however, with that said, I still advocate this more than I do spending money at a shop. Shops are great. I work for one. But here's the thing. If I get in a wreck, yeah, insurance is gonna pay for it. They need it to go to a shop. Cool. If we're talking about a custom project like my fucking car, my project, nah. I'm doing this shit myself. If I don't know how to do it, I'm YouTubing, I'm watching Grant the Polish Guy. Like and subscribe. I'm learning how to do this shit myself. I don't care if it doesn't look but 60% as good as if I took it to a shop when I'm first starting out. I'm doing it myself. I did that shit. Now I've gotten to the point now where I've learned enough to teach a little bit. And I feel like here's why, one of the reasons why I feel like I'm a good teacher is because I'm fairly new to it, but I'm catching on really quickly, that I'm still in that stage where I can link it back to how I thought about this in the very beginning when I didn't understand the terms. I didn't understand that I could lightly tap on metal and it'll do things. Like, I just didn't. All right, so I don't want this on my hood. So I've gotten to a point now, and I feel like I can still kind of relate it like a normal person. So I'm just gonna, I'll have to wash my hands really well after this, but this is really gonna be the best way to do it. Again, guys, I mean, I don't want to shun this because I want to promote and advocate for people doing this shit themselves, but this is a pretty fucking ghetto way to do it, guys. I'm telling you, this is you might get laughed at for it, but if anything, it makes for a good video. It's funny, and that's what I'm about. I'm about making funny videos. So stuff people can enjoy and learn about. Here's the thing. Even if you don't have to do this exact project to learn from what I'm doing here. Like, you can take watching me mix it up. I mean, just there's going to be things that I don't even intend for you to learn on, and you're going to learn on them. And that's what I love about this. So I don't want to move this around too much. You kind of want to just get the edges. Again, it's hard for me to sit here and say, all right, so by the book, if you're going to try to attach two pieces of metal with Bondo, that you need to do it this way. No, this is just in theory the best way to do it. So we're going to let that dry. I mean, might as well just use up what I've got here. But so we're just going to kind of try to make it uniform, give it plenty of surface area to have plenty to attach. And I'm going to leave it like that. So we're going to let this dry. We're going to flip it to the other side. We're going to do another wipe. And then we'll sand that wipe and it'll be done. It'll be done. This is so wrong. So wrong. Hell yeah, brother. You're watching the Grant the Polish Guy YouTube channel. Alright. So I've given this about 15 minutes to dry. It's cooling down. This shit got really hot. I couldn't find my infrared temp gun, but I really wanted to because this shit was hot. Not like burn yourself hot, but pretty fucking close. So that's pretty cool. Look, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and now I'm gonna have to readjust. And I don't know if everything's in frame. What have I done? I may have fucked up. We're gonna trust. We're gonna pray. We're just gonna pray. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so instead of taking a DA to this, or my auto block as I call it, I don't want to press on this too hard. So I'm going to use something that spins really fast and cuts really aggressively to shave this down flat, or at least pretty close to flat. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to put a bunch of pressure on it because it will probably crack and break through. So we're trying to be gentle with it. Well, see, this will be good because I'll be able to wipe this super flush. Well, it dips in a little bit, so it won't be a super thin wipe, but it'll be pretty close. So now I'll bring out the grind a little bit. I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I was going to do it with a DA, but I didn't do it before I wiped, so now it's too late and I don't want to risk it. So alright. Bondo's flat with it, and even if it was raised up, it'll get blocked down with the next layer. Take a little bit more. Alright, tape it up real quick. I know I seen that tape somewhere around here, boy. I know I seen it around here, boy. Alright, again, right there on that lip where the sand scratches and the paint that has been undisturbed is meeting. I don't need to do anything up there. I will just wipe from here. Anything that gets on this clear that hasn't been sanded will just flake right off, which is perfect. So we're going to reuse the Bondo spreader one more time. Not been back on here 30 seconds, and here comes the cat again. All right, Bonder. Again, I know I've said it a bunch of times in this video already. This is not the right way to do it. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough for my shenanigans here. Where's the freaking hardener? I've got to clean up tomorrow before I do another video, but that's not today. Procrastination wins. I found the hardener. If you're liking the video, subscribe, like the video. Please. It don't make me feel good about myself. Everybody likes to feel good about themselves. It's like, I don't expect you to call me handsome, but you could say like, hey, I laughed at your videos. Or like, hey, your videos taught me something. Maybe something like that. Nothing too big. Just a little appreciation. Yeah, you know, maybe a little appreciation. A little gratitude. Little show of appreciation. Yeah. Maybe a little like. Maybe a little subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right, no more dark blue. And we want to press it in the deep spots first, just like sir. And now there's no hole. Stupid. This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. It's fucking hilarious, but it's stupid. Again, I'd rather you do this than not work on your own car, though, so. Alright, that's more than enough. Boop. We'll be back in another 15 to sand this flat, and you will never know the freaking difference. Put! Alright, let me pause old cleat here. Alright, and finish up this whole project. Now, because everything's up, as the weight of this tool's on it, it's kind of dispersed around it, so I'm not really worried about the pressure pushing it in anymore. A lot of surface area, Bondo holding it on the back, and quite a bit now. Now, when I get closer, obviously you wouldn't want to start digging on the center of it with your thumbs, but I think at the end of the video I may do a little stress test on it, because why not? It took me 15 minutes to do this. I can just do it over again and just say, hey, let me not press on it. So we'll see. I knew that this paper was already dull, but I was gonna let it break off the top. The top of whenever you wipe something tends to gum up the paper a little bit more than the rest of it, so I let that piece kind of be the sacrificial lamb, if you will. I was watching the video. I mean, you're watching it now, but I was watching it in the pause time. And I'm like, yeah, well, this is gonna be a really thin wipe. I didn't wipe it thin at all. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't. And I really don't have to go much further for you to see that, like, the hole's not there, but since I'm gonna do kind of a stress test at the end of it, I am gonna bring this one down. And I don't know if whoever is watching this, if you watch the welding version of this video, the actual right way to do this, then you'll see that I kind of stopped it a little bit further down than this. I didn't have any like actual still wonky spots, but I stopped because there was no point. But since I'm actually going to try to like push on it and see how much abuse it stands up to, I'm actually going to take it down to if I was going to get ready to prime it. think I'm gonna switch over to my DA, because I'm really just kind of focused on that one area, and the DA's got enough surface area for this kind of thing to not give me an issue. So there's the actual body line right here. All this up here is just extra. We'll probably bring it down just a hair more. That's about it, though. To be honest, I started to expect to see the outline of it. I've ran into that situation before. So, it's done. That thing is gone. I could shoot this bitch with primer right now. It would not be a problem. So, dude, that bitch is stiff as fuck. It's gonna take me smacking this bitch with a hammer to do it. I'm gonna mess up the bodywork on my hood pressing on it so hard. All right, so you're not gonna break it. This is a perfectly strong repair. I did not think that that was gonna happen like that. Bondo, shouts out to you, because that's strong as shit. Where's my hammer at? This is a weird looking hammer, but it'll work. All right, I don't see the need in actually breaking it. If that doesn't do it right there, if that doesn't put a single fucking crack in it, dude, holy shit. Not a crack in it. Wow, it's gonna be really hard not to condone that. I mean, that looks really ugly, and if I sanded this, the strength of it would probably go way down. But holy crap, that is strong. Like, I'm not even bullshitting for the camera. I don't see the need in breaking it because this thing's got a bunch of damage. The front half of it is clean. That's the only reason I still have it. But this is gonna take a lot of work, and if it is even salvageable, I mean, I could do it over time, but is it worth all the materials that it would take? But I really don't see I mean, I'm not there's no point in me bullshitting for the game. What good is it gonna, what's the difference between it cracking on the first fucking hit of this or me pushing my thumbs in it versus, I mean, I'm not selling a product here, so there's no reason for me to bullshit you, and I don't really see any need. Well, how am I gonna explain it to you anyway? Okay, well, I smacked it hard with this, but I had to put 26.7 Newton pounds of, no, I'm not gonna go through all that. So that's really fucking strong. That's all you need to know. That's crazy. I didn't expect that. Let's get a side-by-side real quick. Tell me which one I did with the welder. No, go on, tell me. Well, great, we just watched you do that one without a welder. All right, fine. But the holes are gone. This is strong as shit. I'm gonna break my fucking knuckle before I put a crack in that. That is crazy. That is not what I expected. That's dope as shit. I hope y'all learned something. If y'all learned something, if y'all liked it, if y'all thought a joke was funny, like the video, subscribe, check out the other videos in the channel. If you like this one, you'll like them just as much. Peace!